Yo, what is going on YouTube? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. How are you guys doing out there today, man? I hope you're doing great. I hope you're being blessed, man. Today we're going to be checking out John Denver, Rocky Mountain High. All right, this is going to be my first reaction to John Denver. Don't know nothing about Mr. John Denver right here. So we're going to be checking out Rocky Mountain High, another song I am unfamiliar with, man. So let's go ahead and jump into this. Take a listen. I've been suggested to check out John Denver in the past, so we're doing that today, man. Thank you so much for the suggestions, guys. Let's go ahead and jump in and see what we're getting with John Denver, Rocky Mountain High. All right, here we go.
He was born in the summer of his 27th year, coming home to a place he'd never been before. He left yesterday behind him. You might say he was born again. You might say he found the key for every door.
Ooh, beautiful lyrics.
When he first came to the mountains, his life was far away, on the road and hanging by a song. But the string's already broken and he doesn't really care. It keeps changing fast and it don't last for long.
Those guitars are strong.
The Colorado Rocky Mountain High, I've seen it rain and fire in the sky. The shadow from the starlight is softer than a lullaby. Rocky Mountain High.
Oh, that's a ride, baby.
Rocky Mountain High, Colorado.
Great harmonies.
He climbed Cathedral Mountains. He saw silver clouds below. He saw everything as far as you can see. And they say that he got crazy once and he tried to touch the sun, and he lost a friend but kept a memory. Now he walks in quiet solitude, the forests and the streams, seeking grace in every step he takes.
God, those guitars.
His side is turned inside himself to try and understand the serenity of a clear blue mountain lake. Colorado Rocky Mountain High.
The way he sings this whole part.
I've seen it rain and fire in the sky. Talk to God and listen to the casual reply. Rocky Mountain High.
It's a beautiful piece, man.
Rocky Mountain High. Now his life is full of wonder, but his heart still knows some fear of a simple thing he cannot comprehend. While they try to tear the mountains down to bring in a couple more people, more scars upon the land. In the Colorado Rocky Mountain High, I've seen it rain and fire in the sky. I know he'd be a poorer man if he never saw an eagle fly. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado Rocky Mountain High.
Switch it up.
I've seen it rain and fire in the sky. Friends around the campfire and everybody's high. Rocky Mountain High, Rocky Rocky Mountain High, Rocky Mountain High.
That's a good one, man. That's a good one. John Denver. Okay, Rocky Mountain High. We got a lot. We got a lot with that song. You know, beyond his singing, which is very welcoming. Very welcoming voice, man. Love it. I love a friendly voice that you just connected with instantly. You know, I love it, man. He's got that friendly voice, man. One that is just it's a warm voice, man. The guitars, immediately I felt how powerful that those strums were, right? It's an intentional emotional boom, man. I mean, they're pulling at that those strings. They're hitting them hard, man. I like it. I like the power of those acoustics. I love the switch that it brings for the chorus. I love even his melody that he sings with on the chorus. The whole flip is great. The harmonies that happen at the high end of that. But the stories, I felt like we got a lot of story here, man. You know, the almost rebirth at the beginning that we're talking about, this person coming out and living a second life almost, right? 27 years of age, I think he said. This guy's pretty much coming out and having a rebirth out here in Colorado. He's never seen so much beauty, man. It makes you immediately think about, where has this guy been? What has he experienced? He might have a heavy heart, man. He might have gotten the second chance at life that he wanted, man. There's turning points for a lot of us where you look back and you almost wish you could forget a lot that you had to experience growing up, because the second half, the other side of the coin turned out better for you. You made it through the sludge. That's almost the sigh of relief I felt in that beginning of the story. He made it through the sludge. He made it out here to where the beauty is. He's embracing the scenery now, man. He's living a new life, right? He's home at a place he's never even been before now. It's great to think about. It's great. I love a good story like that. As we continue on through the story, yeah, you know, it's really just an awakening. This person is experiencing how the scenery and just being at this beautiful place, this nature, as we're seeing there on the screen during that image still, it looks beautiful. I've never been to Colorado. I'm actually scared of heights, so I don't know if I'll ever go, and it's a shame because I'm gonna miss out on some true beauty. But it just sounds great, right? He's living it, man. He's living this life. Then he goes on to talk about maybe some issues with the land's going to kind of be taken over, as we see with a lot of the places that we're at. Forests or woods are always getting knocked down over here for more retail, and that's the side of the story I kind of felt we're picking up with him. He's talking about how they're going to knock down this beauty and make room for more stars, but I'm assuming we're not talking about stars in the sky. You know, maybe big personalities and whatnot. Goes on to the end about meeting up with some friends and being high. And I don't know if we're talking about high, or Rocky Mountain high in the air, or just high on life. I really don't know what we're talking about specifically, but I know to get, getting around censorship, I've heard in the past they've had to use clever ways of writing that. One lyric that got me interested was how he mentioned that this person went and tried to, I think, reach for the sun, touch the sun, and lost a friend. I was really like, what could that mean? What could that mean? Because I've heard, like, reach for the secret too soon, like what Pink Floyd talking about, actually like an LSD trip. I don't know if we're talking about that, but the way I took it was, what if there was like a love interest, a friend, that you're a friend, and you're reaching for that sun. You're trying to, you care about this friend more than just a friend, and you try to make an advance or make it apparent, and then that person's like, oh God, nope, I'm not interested in you like that, and you just ruin that friendship. That's kind of where my mind was going with that. As he's discovering this new life, this new beauty, maybe he chased a potential love interest, and he lost a friend in the process of doing it. One way to think about it, but very, very packed song. This was great. This was a great listen. All right, guys, diving into Rocky Mountain High right here. We've got this one released in 1972, okay? The songwriters on this is John Denver and Mike Taylor. It says Rocky Mountain High is a folk rock song written by John Denver and Mike Taylor, and is one of two of the official state songs of Colorado. Check that out, man. An official State song. That is pretty awesome, man. Some of the background, it says Rocky Mountain High was primarily inspired by John Denver's move to Aspen, Colorado 3 years before its writing and by his love for the state. The seventh stanza makes reference to the destruction of the mountain's beauty by commercial tourism. The song was considered a major piece of the 1970s pop culture and became a well-associated piece of Colorado history. The song briefly becomes controversial that year when the U.S. Federal Communications Commission was permitted by a legal ruling to censor music deemed to promote drug abuse. Okay, numerous radio stations cautiously banned it until Denver publicly explained that the high was his innocent description of the sense of peace he found in the Rockies. In 1985, Denver testified before Congress in the Parents Music Resource Center hearings about his experience. He goes on to say this was obviously done by people who had never seen or been to the Rocky Mountains and also had never experienced the elation, celebration of life, or the joy in living that one feels when he observes something as wondrous as a Perseid meteor shower on a moonless, cloudless night when there are so many stars that you have a shadow from the starlight and you are out camping with your friends, your best friends, and introducing them to one of nature's most spectacular light shows for the first time. That just sounds beautiful, man. I wish I knew what that was like to be able to experience that with the wife and the kids, man. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. Really good stuff, man. Let's learn a little bit about Mr. John Denver right here. Henry John Dutchendorf Jr., maybe, born in 1943 in Roswell, New Mexico. Okay, he is no longer with us. It looks like he is deceased at the age of 53. Cause of death, blunt force trauma as a result of a plane crash. My goodness, man. Rest in peace, Mr. John Denver. Man, we learn about too many special people that have died in plane crashes on this channel. It is just crazy. It's the rate, seriously, the rate that we run into that is just sad, man. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. His ashes were scattered in the Colorado Rocky Mountains. His occupations were singer, composer, guitarist, actor, record producer, activist, and humanitarian. Okay, his years active were 1962 until his death in 1997. And his what he played was vocals and guitar. Okay, so that's what we've got right here with Mr. John Denver. This song was great. This song was actually really great to listen to. Like I said, it was deep. This had a lot to jump into, a lot to listen to and think about, man. I love a song that makes me feel and think a lot. So thank you for this one. Thank you guys for putting me on with Mr. John Denver here today. I hope y'all enjoyed the reaction. If y'all did, please don't forget to like, subscribe. Please let me know more John Denver that you guys would like me to tap into. I'd really appreciate that. All right, if you enjoyed the reaction, consider becoming a member on my YouTube or Patreon for as little as $3. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Mr. John Denver. Rest in peace, man. I'll see all y'all on the next one, okay? Peace.